Welcome the one. Yes, you are the first. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining all of you. AM Messi, welcome. Messi saying I'm the second. Welcome Drake Servansky, one of my regular viewers. Drake, where are you from? Drake is from Canada. Thank you for joining, Drake. Welcome TW. Agazi Hegdo. Hello Agazi Hegdo. Solomon Gabru says, welcome back and great to see you. Solomon Gabru, thank you for joining. Good to see you as well. Addis Ababa, Tigray, love you because you speak the truth. Addis Ababa says, love you too, Addis Ababa. I try my best to speak facts. Wilson David James Martinez has joined. Welcome, Wilson David James Martinez. But sometimes you ask several questions. So please, just one question per one person. It becomes easy for me to respond if a viewer asks only one question. Liu Araya, good morning from Canada, says Liu Araya. Mada, hi brother, thank you for the updates. Midhane Veldemariam. Midhane, welcome on joining. Wilson, here goes Wilson David James. ENDF is slowly killing off the TPLF troops. Is the TPLF about to lose its only stronghold in central Tigray? Robel Michael has also joined. Wilson, central Tigray is the power base of TPLF, you know that. But so far, ENDF hasn't been able to penetrate central Tigray. Today, in a video, I informed you that their might be a change of strategy on the part of ENDF. I think there could be an offensive from western side towards central Tigray in the coming days. So it's a change of strategy. ENDF has been trying to penetrate central Tigray from eastern side, from northern side as well, but it remained unsuccessful. Now there seems to be a change of strategy. We could see a major offensive from western side of Tigray towards central Tigray. Let's see if the strategy works or not. We'll see in the coming days. But so far, ENDF hasn't been able to penetrate central Tigray. Though ENDF is very successfully hitting supply routes of TDF. Viewers, it's very important that ENDF is hitting supply routes of TPLF, Tigray Defense Forces. Tigray Defense Forces tried to get out of central Tigray. They captured Hosen, they captured Zana, but so much shelling and airstrikes were conducted that ultimately Tigray Defense Forces had to retreat from the two places. So it's not easy for Tigray Defense Forces as well to advance out of central Tigray, whether in eastern or western direction. Ethio hacker, I want to ask you first, who do you think gonna be the winner? He's saying. Asayas Gabriel Mescal, welcome, sir. Welcome, Asayas. Ethio hacker, we have talked about this question several times in the past. Beetle has joined. Firstly, as I said in several previous videos, no one is winning. People are dying, civilians are dying. Both the armies are suffering some damage as well in terms of their men, in terms of their equipment. Both the sides are suffering damage. No one is coming out as a convincing winner, and no one will come out as a convincing winner in the coming days as well. I think for TPLF, what matters is survival, because international pressure is building up upon Eritrean forces for withdrawal from Tigray. And before their withdrawal, ENDF, Eritrean forces, they want to strike some heavy blows to TDF. So for TDF, what matters is survival. That is what they are doing. But they have been, to some extent, cornered in central Tigray. They tried to get out of central Tigray, but their efforts to expand have slightly failed, I would say. So coming days are very crucial. You might see ENDF, Eritrean forces advance towards central Tigray. We might see some decisive battles in the coming days, viewers. But so far, no one is coming out as a winner. Both the sides are suffering losses. Both the sides are sticking to their positions. But no one can be said that that one side is the ultimate winner. ZWise won. Hi ZWise. Winter Cross. Good evening, Winter Cross. Birhane Gariles. Thank you, Birhane, for joining. Mirhavi Sitan. Ziva says, how do you see Eritrean report? Mentions TDF isn't losing as much as they are. Well, at least now Eritrea is talking to international community about the presence of its troops in Tigray. This is the first interaction between Eritrea and international community about the presence of Eritrean troops in Tigray. The letter which I did a video on today. So now international community can talk to Eritrea because Eritrea has acknowledged the presence of its troops in Tigray. So it's a positive development. It shows that Ababiya YT has joined. Thank you, Ababiya. this development shows viewers that international pressure has been brought to bear upon Eritrea. So that is why they are admitting their presence in Tigray. They are announcing their withdrawal from Tigray. Now, what remains to be seen is how sincere are they in withdrawing from Tigray. I said in today's video views that first of all, international community should ask one question: how many Eritrean soldiers are in Tigray? How many mechanized divisions, how many infantry divisions, how many armored divisions, how many commando brigades, how many soldiers of Eritrea are on Tigray soil? And the answer should come not from Daud Mulugeta, who said 250,000. The answer should come from Eritrea. Once Eritrea gives a figure, gives a number, then it's easy to verify the withdrawal. Then there should be some sort of mechanism to monitor the withdrawal of Eritrean forces from Tigray. But no one is asking this question about the number of Eritrean troops in Tigray. Wilson David is asking about the return of reinforced Ethiopians in Sudan. Well, I heard of some Ethiopians returning from Sudan to Ethiopia, some Ethiopian militia members who had been taken prisoner by Sudan. They have been reportedly sent back to Ethiopia. They have been returned to Ethiopia. Otherwise, the border, Ethiopia-Sudan border in this week remained largely peaceful. Both the sides are focused on dam now because Sudan 2 days ago invited Ethiopia and Egypt for a closed door meeting. Sudan has given 10 days to Ethiopia and Egypt to respond to this offer views. So in the coming days, we might see a closed door meeting between Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt about dam issue. Border issue is slightly, it remained a little calm on Sudan-Ethiopia border in this week, viewers. David Tobias, what ethnic group is making up most of ENDF recruits? That I don't know. Abdi Aziz the Great, can you briefly differentiate between OLF and OLA goals and ambitions? Well, OLF is a political party. OLA is not a political party. OLF is a political party whose main leaders are behind the bars. Bakle Garba, Jawar Mohammed. Bakle Garba, Jawar Mohammed belong to OFC. So OLF leaders are behind the bars. OLA is operating in Oromia as an armed group. It wants to push Ethiopian federal forces out of Oromia. So their way of working is different. One is a political party, other is an armed group. Addis 1110. Satina Musa, your message, your comment has been blocked by YouTube artificial intelligence. I don't block any comments, viewers. First, let me tell you, not only here, also in the video section where you comment, I do not block any comments. The comments which are deleted, they are deleted by YouTube artificial intelligence, viewers. Someone is asking about low registration for the upcoming election. Yes, Zivaisman, I heard of that registration is progressing at a very slow pace and very small number of people has registered. And the reason behind that is very simple, that there is uncertainty about upcoming elections. War underway in Tigray. Oromia is becoming unstable gradually. Then today I informed you about protests in Amhara. clashes on Amhara-Oromia border. Benishangul Gumuz is already instable. Then dam issue as well. Jabir Siraj joined. Thank you, Jabir. So many things are piling up that it's being said that elections might not be held on time, though it's an ideal time for Abiy Ahmed to hold elections. Right now, he does not have any genuine opposition to challenge him, viewers. So it's the best time, an ideal time for him to win, viewers. OFC behind the bars, TPLF is in a war, Amhara's on his side, so he is in a position to win these elections. That is why I believe that Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister of Ethiopia, would like to go ahead with these elections no matter what the security situation is. It's an ideal time for Abiy Ahmed to hold elections. Beatles is asking about Demeke McCannon. Can he replace Abiy Ahmed? Why would Abiy Ahmed leave? First question is. Liu says no change again by elections. Elections don't bring about change always. We saw that in Djibouti, in Chad, we saw that elections were held and incumbents elected for the 5th and 6th terms. They got more than 90% votes, same people there. So elections, if not held in a free and fair atmosphere, do not bring about any change. Zakaria, do you think OLA and TDF will join forces? OLA and TDF are working in different locations, in separate locations. They can help each other, but they have some geographical issues. And I don't think that both the sides can help each other in this scenario. But since both the sides can launch attacks simultaneously, it could put Ethiopian government on the back foot. And that is what's happening, viewers. You see that after the start of war in Tigray, OLA has increased its attacks and gradually OLA is gaining power. So TPLF war in Tigray has led to increased strength for OLA. And now more attacks are being carried out by OLA in Oromia and in Oromia and Tigray border areas as well. Oromia Amhara border areas as well. Wale Marath Wale, do you think the UN will interfere on the Tigray genocide? Wale Marath, well, Thursday's meeting of the UN Security Council ended without any consensus. And this was not the first meeting. Several meetings have been held in the past and results were nowhere to be seen. Meetings remained inconclusive. We saw the same story on Thursday. So I don't think we'll see any concrete action from the UN because there are so many divisions there. Russia, US are face to face. They were close to a war, a large-scale confrontation over Ukraine, over Donbass. So that is why don't expect anything solid from the UN. Countries might put pressure individually, like the US. US can do a lot in terms of putting pressure, economic sanctions. Then EU can do something. But I don't see the UN playing a key role in resolving this crisis. Jabir Siraj asks, when are Eritrean army leaving? So far, they are not leaving. They are here. UN has confirmed. Mark Lowcock on Thursday confirmed no signs of their withdrawal. Again, as I said, they're waiting for a decisive blow to Tigray Defense Forces. They want to strike a heavy blow. After that, they could leave. Can they do it or not? We'll see. Someone is saying, Hail Gaddafi. Do you have translator from Ethio Edis 1111 says, I do have my sources. Yes, I do need translators, translations. Somehow I manage it. Mada is commenting about Ethiopian economy. Easy soul, how long will it take to withdraw Eritrea from today Tigray? No one knows. Muhammad Jama, Eritrea needs. No one knows when Eritrea will withdraw from Tigray. Again, as I said, that they want to strike some decisive blow before withdrawing from Tigray. Satina Musa, your comment has been withheld by the YouTube artificial intelligence. Don't blame my views on news, please. Ababia says, what is OLA's main goal? Well, if you heard Jalmaro's interview with TPLF, with Al Jazeera, he did not talk about secession, independence. He says that the goal of OLA is the protection of the rights of Oromo people. So OLA wants a sort of semi-autonomous government, in my view. They do not want independence, and perhaps they want to be an acceptable alternative for international community to Abiy Ahmed. That is why they're not talking about secession. They're saying we want our rights protected. We want to be part of Ethiopian Federation. We're not calling for independence. So I think they want some sort of semi-autonomous status of Oromia zone within Ethiopian Federation. Samai research, Asayas will never withdraw from Tigray, that is for sure. Why do you say that, Samaya research? Why won't Asayas withdraw from Tigray? Melkayas Elias, can Ethiopia collapse? I pray Ethiopia won't collapse, firstly. Secondly, collapse is already underway. I mean, collapse does not mean that you'll see it overnight. It's happening. You're seeing that ethnic defenses are widening. Oromo, Amhara defenses, Amhara Tigray defenses, Tigray Eritrea. So ethnic loopholes are becoming evident, and inter-communal, inter-ethnic atmosphere has been polluted in Ethiopia. Don't you think it's a sort of collapse that your social harmony of the country, it has been disturbed? So it's a sign of collapse in my view. So collapse does not mean that Ethiopia would disintegrate. It means that first we could see collapse of ethnic harmony, which is happening. You are seeing that. Umar Gaddar, I am predicting Egyptian strike against the dam, inshallah, he's saying. It's his wish. Gabuna TV, how do you get your information? You're a good analyst. Thank you, Gabuna TV. I get my information from several sources. Honestly, so much propaganda is being spread by both sides. It's not easy to dig out facts. It's sometimes very difficult, but based on some previous experience and some sources as well, I succeed in digging out facts. And viewers also help me a lot from both sides. I receive dozens of mails, messages. I respond to the mails, messages as well. And so interaction is also very important for me. Your feedback is important for me. Your comments, I read almost all of them. So I learn a lot from you, viewers. You seem to be strongly biased against Eritreans, someone is saying. I'm not biased against Eritreans, but Eritrea is on Tigray soil. Eritrean soldiers are on Tigray soil. They are in another country. They are in another country. So I have every right to criticize Eritrean troops if they are on Tigray soil and they are committing human rights abuses as well, which has been confirmed by international news outlets. I can name so many sources: Washington Post, New York Times, Al Jazeera, Reuters, Amnesty International. So many sources have confirmed Eritrean troops are involved in war crimes committed in Tigray. They did those things because they thought they could get away with that because they were in another country. But you see that, that they have been caught to some extent. So I'm not against Eritrea as a country. I'm not against Asayas. I am just talking about the presence of Eritrean troops in Tigray. Someone is saying that who has the upper hand, which is the title of your video. You have asked so many questions that honestly I forgot the title of the video. Manelik says, I have the upper hand. Yes, Manelik, you have the upper hand. Filmon Phil has joined. Thank you for joining, Filmon Phil. Turbo 911 says, Abiy, the king will win the elections. Yes, he'll win in present circumstances. Who has the upper hand? Let's talk about the title of this video. So many people are saying, who has the upper hand? BetG, thank you BetG for appreciating me. Who has the upper hand right now? Well, in my view, let me give you my view. I think TDF has they have a slight upper hand in this war so far. Because they're faced with Ethiopia, Eritrea, regional forces, Amhara regional forces. There were UA drones as well. So they were fighting on so many fronts. Despite all these arrivals, they have managed to survive. For them, what matters is survival. They have managed to survive. And now you see that pressure is building upon Eritrea, upon Ethiopian government about the withdrawal of Eritrean forces. So what matters for TDF is survival. Can they hold on for a few more weeks or a few more months? You will see that Eritrean forces will have to leave this region. They cannot hide here. They cannot operate wearing ENDF uniforms. They'll have to withdraw. Once they withdraw, the game will change. Then you'll see TDF bouncing back. So what matters for them, for TPLF, is survival. So far they are surviving. And we haven't seen ENDF entering central Tigray. Yes, they have successfully stopped TDF's advance to the east and west of central Tigray, but we can say that so far they haven't been able to penetrate central Tigray as well. So, in terms of strategy, in terms of future prediction of this war, I think TDF has a slight upper hand. As a fiasco, if TDF survives, Asayas is doomed. Humble guy, will Tigray declare independence after this war? They're already talking about independence. We heard from Gatacharya, they're already talking about independence. And if this war goes on, you will see that their stance about independence will be hardened and it will become a demand. Now they are just discussing it as an option. It's not a demand from TPLF so far. But if this war goes on, this discussion could turn into a TPLF demand as well. We might see that in the coming days if this war goes on. Viewers, 32 minutes have passed. Thank you for joining. I have to leave now. Thank you all of you for giving your input, for educating me. Beauty Archives, you joined late today. Asmilosh, Halo also joined a bit late today. Abdiziz the Great, Kinfe, Atakalti, Filmon, Phil was a bit late to Batji. Thank you all of you viewers. I have to go now. See you. Ha ha hoo, you're also late today. Thank you for joining. Thank you viewers. Thank you all of you. See you in the next live chat session on next Saturday viewers. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.